What is going on, folks? What is going on? Let's see. Let me share this real quick. All good, all good. All right, cool. So, what is going on, everybody? Everybody, man. Hope everybody is doing great and amazing out there. So, let's go ahead and get straight into this thing, man. So, today we are talking about operating in God or goddess mode, man. That is like the highest that you can operate in. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because I see people call like maybe like the younger generation referencing themselves as gods and goddesses and and all of that good stuff. And of course we honor certain deities, maybe certain religious circles or certain sects and all of that good stuff. And we know when we talk about gods or goddesses, we're talking about ultimate power. We're talking about beings that, we're talking about, hey, morning, morning, morning. I don't know why I want this thing to be touchscreen. We're talking about beings that create like we're talking about the alphas and the omegas. We're talking about beings that create like existence that exist out of time. We're talking about power beyond the realms of themselves. And if you call yourself this, then you are walking in like absolute power. You are in tune with your higher self. You are you are immortal in a sense. And are you gods like move needles. They are the ultimate in creation. They are the ultimate in everything. And if you are putting yourself, you are calling yourself that, then that's something that's very that's something that is out of this world huge, so to speak. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell anybody that they don't have the right to your life. You do what it is that you're gonna do. But if you get to that level, and let's say you cross over to the other side, and let's say you are deified, would you want to come back here and help people in their lives with whatever it is that they need? And that's what that's what gods do. That's what God does. That's what you know it is, putting yourself, it's almost like putting yourself on a pedestal. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, we are still very, very human. And we are just scratching the surface as far as what we would call spirituality. And if you're a god or goddess, you're at the pinnacle of everything in your life. You are at the height of everything. And if you are not quite there yet, may want to pull back the reins on the horse a little bit, and and kind of slow down to a speed that you can handle. Because not everybody is, not everybody is meant to be um the best of the best out here, so to speak. You can always be the best that you can be. I'll never talk down on that for for anybody, for trying something, for trying their best. Sometimes you try, just don't work out. I get it. You move on to the next thing. But to use those to use those names uh like that is very bold. You, and if you are not somebody who makes bold steps like in their lives, again, God's create universes. What are you creating in your universe, or what are you creating in your world, so to speak, right now? Like they think they just will things into existence without even naturally trying. Are you there yet what you're manifesting, or are you trying to understand what your power naturally is. So, I'm just saying, if you're going to take, if you're going to take that moniker, and if you're going to use it, you're going to have to use it right, and you're going to have to, you're going to have to be your best self every day. And then that, there's no going back on that contract. That's what it is. Even those that may call themselves kings and queens. Kings and queens rule things. They have ownership of land, and when they talk, people listen. They move. These are individuals that are needle movers. The crown always is always on, even when they go to bed at night. They may take it off and put it on the side, but they're still kings and queens. Or are you in that mindset? Um are you doing are you living in greatness? Like, seriously, do people, um if even if people don't know you, even if they met you, they would just say, like, there's just something different and special about you, that is just so powerful, that is just so uniquely and utterly, like, transcendent, that we can't turn away from you for whatever reason that there is. Talking about, like, ultimate power, and to be able to not just dance in the rain, but dance in the rain of storms. And, and, like, really just be able to control the weather, dance to the beat of dance to the beat of the thunder, and not get shaken when the lightning is striking around you. Talking about that kind of power. Like, seriously, and this stuff is really nothing to play around with. It's almost, in a sense, blasphemous for people to go and call themselves something, and they're not ultimately living. Yeah, okay, you took a trip here and you took a trip there, and you're smiling on the internet for pictures, but man, then you did a photo shoot. But yeah, I mean that's okay, but ultimately, um you know that's like a moment in time, and that's good. But people, if you're going to put yourself out there like that, then look for the condemnation, that people are going to come, they're going to test you, they're going to question everything about you. And you might say, well, they have no right. Well, they could say the same about you. um you know that you have no right you have no right to use these names if you're not going to do it right. That's basically what I'm saying. Because ultimately, if you are, if you are, to me, when I, deal with, when I deal with God, or whoever, and, angels, it's for with the it's with the utmost of respect. It's the utmost of respect, and that in a sense goes both ways. They know you by your works, they know you by your words, they know you by your actions. And someone said action has to follow those words. Don't just say it, be it. Yeah, that's very, very, very true. So this is a situation where, you either gonna lay down, or you gonna get down. So, if you're, a god or a goddess, or you're gonna operate in that mode, there's a lot of work, there's a lot of heavy lifting, um that comes, that comes with that. And it's nonstop. It's nonstop. It's putting in the time, it's putting in the energy, it's naturally, putting in the effort. And I still believe that, we are just naturally scratching the surface. Although down here we have people that are amazing at what they do, and it's, we look at them and it's inspiring. But I'm not going to put them on the pedestal of I'm not going to worship them. As we saw recently, people are human, people make mistakes. That's just what it is. and we walk around like we are perfect, and we are not. Would you want your life to be, you say, well, I want fame and fortune, and when people start coming for you for whatever it is that you do or something that you said, because everything out here now is very, very, very sensitive. So, everything, yeah, it's true. You either gonna lay down or get down. So, that's what it is. So you can't, well, I'm not gonna say can't. Well, yeah, but you can't just be asking for stuff and you get it and you don't do anything with it. You're not gonna get anything else. And you're gonna just be stuck where you are. And that's what it is. And the greatness in people allows them to be great and centered in certain moments. Not They're not great at everything, but they're amazing, in who they are. Maybe they're the best speaker, or maybe they're deemed as the best looking. So, they spend so much time in the gym, or on their wardrobe, or and all of this stuff. So it's a lot, and it's a lot of cycles that come along with it. Things are forever changing, and they're forever changed. So are you willing to put yourself out there like that, to put yourself on a to go to higher levels, so to speak. So that's and you're talking about cosmic beings that's really beyond our comprehension. We think we know, but man, we have no idea. Yeah, you can mediumship and blah blah blah. Yeah, that's cute, but that's a nice way of saying I can pull a rabbit out of the hat. They can do like that's not even a drop in the bucket to what they can do. Seriously. So like and with all of our power and science and stuff and whatever, we're still getting there. That's the thing. We still need them, as much as they need us. So it goes, it goes hand in hand. Just people to say, well, I'm a child of the Most High, I'm a child of this deity or Oshun, or whatever. But you know or just to say, and I've said this myself, I've said I'm my ancestors' wildest dream, but I have to hold myself to, I have to hold myself to that, and if I'm not out here doing what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, and if I'm not front and center, then what is the point to me even saying that? What is the point to them even giving me gifts, or you know, uh, whoever opening up opportunities for me? If I don't take advantage of those opportunities, then um, if I don't have confidence in who I am and what I'm saying, and you have to, be in front of people, and really just not to say that, just to have a sense to look over what it is, because all eyes are going to be centered and focused on you, and that's just what it is. Some of us love being in that attention. Some people can handle it, some can't. you know um it's it's just naturally what it is. So that mode is representing something at its highest level. What I still, even those who are initiated, I still feel like they don't know everything. I mean, even though I don't know everything that goes on in the ATRs or whatever beyond my ancestors and the powers that I work with through them. And that's just naturally what that is, man. So again, are you someone who's profound in your family? Are you naturally like that? Are you that you the head of the table? Are you that needle mover? In your family? Are you someone who falls back because you're afraid of the opportunity? You're afraid of the unknown, and you uh, misery does love company. It really does. If that's naturally where you if that's naturally where where you want to stay. But um, you'll be surprised at what can happen if you put yourself in the right spaces. Seriously, if you start thinking beyond where where you are, and start thinking beyond where and that cosmic draft picks that energy up, and you start floating all of these different places, and you start being attuned to everything that can naturally open up from inside of you and come out in all of these opportunities, that just being in front of people who we deem as society as the best of the best. Like well, this person has an Oscar, or this person played professional football, or this person, I mean, not putting doctors down, but at one point doctors were like, maybe in the 90s, maybe early part of the millennium, but now it just seems like everybody, a doctor was somebody who would help you to feel better. But now you see doctors, they want to be just like everybody else. Just because they had their higher degrees doesn't mean that they're better than folks. But now I see them on Instagram, and they're they're pretty much doing what everybody else is doing. So I mean, not saying that becoming a doctor is easy, but it's just the trends of society are just very eye opening, and what you are, what you are seeing, in front of you. But again, operating in God or goddess mode, man. It's a lot that is entailed with that, and um, it's it's almost like signing contracts at the highest level, but it comes with greater understanding, and it comes with the fact that you are at that point where you're bold enough to go and go where you're bold enough to go straight to the source, instead of maybe being a Catholic and going to talk to the priest, or going to the preacher to pray for you, where you can now you can have a prayer room. You say, people say, well, I have prayer warriors. You can have manifesting warriors also, and you can form a group, and everybody's on the same page. People aren't selfish and all of that good stuff. So or if you're manifesting, the thing is, you're never alone in this. That's the beautiful part about it. You're never, ever, 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 ever alone. But the thing is that surrounding you all the time, and it's like you are, why can't you be the wave, so to speak, to to get things moving in your life, to do things that are just so profound that people are going to look at you like, well, who are you to, and how did you blah, 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 blah. Well, I took advantage of opportunities, and here I am. Long story short, that's pretty much all we need to know. So, but, for you to be able to leapfrog to things where you're probably not even maybe on paper, like skill, they will say that you're not, on paper skilled to do, but there's something inside of you that says yes, that you can do it, and that you can learn in the situation, from the situation, and all of that. So just to say that your success is in your hands, and if you're going to call yourself something, be about it. Pretty much the that's pretty much the gist of it. But I mean, I know it's way, way bigger than that. Because when you talk about gods and goddesses, you're talking about so much. When you're talking about the perception of reality itself, or realities, and there's so many, these beings. Some people may say they're almost like they, who knows? They may be like their own civilizations that are, you know, eons beyond us. But hey, you driving a Mercedes, and you got your hair done, or your nails done, and you're cute. So maybe that makes you a queen for the day. I don't know, you know. It's like the things that, the kingdoms used to be here. Now it seems like they're down here. But hey, just a guy with just a guy that notices things, and sometimes I just like to talk about them, and that's just that's just that is just naturally what it is. But again, you call yourself whatever you want to, and you live your life accordingly, and that's just what it is. You go out there and you continue to grow, and you continue to live out to your greatest potential. And that's one way you move the needle. You are proud. You are the pride and joy. You are the pride and joy of your tribe, so to speak. So but with that, I will bow out, man. I'm gonna go forward and continue my day. Just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in, operating in God or goddess mode. This could have been a way longer conversation. I'll probably come back to it, but it's just something that I've noticed people referencing themselves to, and it's bigger than them. I'll just say that. The words that we choose to use are very, very, very important. Very important. So you're calling yourself that, you're calling certain energies around you, and you better be prepared. I'm just saying. So, but hi folks, as always, I'm out this piece, and as always, peace.